Welcome to the last video lesson. As we have already established in the previous video, recording and reporting are essential. Both of these are your responsibility because you are the assessor in your classroom. It is only possible to record and report accurately and effectively if you keep good records of your learners' assessment tasks. We are going to explore the easiest way to do this. We can keep track of assessments and marks by keeping learner portfolios and an educator portfolio. Your current policy document does not prescribe learner portfolios in the intermediate phase, so you are free to manage assessments as you choose. However, learner portfolios are an easy way of keeping an accurate record of your learners' assessment tasks. The most effective way of achieving this is by providing each of your learners with a basic folder, divided into the 4 terms. Each assessment task is then numbered according to the program of assessment. As soon as you have assessed the task, it is handed back to the learners, who place the tasks into their portfolios. In this way, both you and the learners can keep track of which assessments have been completed and get an idea of progress. It is a great idea to keep the portfolios safely in the classroom. You can add optional extras, such as a cover page, contents page, and a checklist to help the learners keep track of their completed assessment tasks. Learners might be encouraged to try their best when they page through their portfolio. They will be able to look back on past achievements and plan for future learning. This can be easily achieved when learners have a checklist so that they can view the year's assessment planning in an easy format. During the course of your teaching career, you may be asked on a number of occasions to produce your educator portfolio. This records all assessment tasks that you have set for your learners during the course of a year. You require a separate educator portfolio for each grade and each subject you teach. It is much easier to keep your portfolio up to date from the beginning of the year rather than rush to compile it when you are expecting a visit. Your educator portfolio is different to your resource file. Your resource file contains all texts, exercises, and any other resources you use during your teaching, while your educator portfolio only contains the prescribed assessment tasks and memoranda, the current policy documents, and your electronic mark sheets. This is an essential tool for you as the assessor in your classroom. Both learner and educator portfolios will streamline your assessment. If you have everything relating to assessment filed in one place, you know that you always have evidence of everything you have assessed throughout the year. Your learners will also have evidence of all that they have done. Anybody can step into your classroom at any time, and you will be able to provide evidence of fair, valid, and reliable assessment. A teacher has many roles. We have discussed your role as an assessor, which is linked very closely to assessment, the topic of this module. One of your other roles, closely linked to assessment, is your community, citizenship, and pastoral role. This involves developing a sense of respect and responsibility towards others, upholding the Constitution, and promoting democratic values and practices in schools. Learners need to be provided with a supportive and empowering environment, including full information about HIV/AIDS. Essential to this role is the development of supportive relationships with parents and other key people and organizations in the community. You should realize how closely this links to assessment and reporting. Your assessment tasks should aim to teach your learners the skills mentioned above and should include parents through adequate reporting. You will often have to take up a pastoral role as a teacher, When you are assessing, you have a unique viewpoint into your learners' life experiences and understanding. This is especially true when you are a language teacher. Your learners may share very personal stories in essay writing, orals, and poetry, and these may expose areas of concern. When assessing this work, it is your responsibility to take on a pastoral role and care for your learners by reporting accurately and respectfully. Your next reading, titled Pastoral Care, a 10-Step Plan, will further clarify how your assessor and pastoral roles overlap. Review your own classroom practice. Do you use learner and educator assessment portfolios? Could you make your own assessment process easier by implementing this practice in your own classroom? You also need to review your pastoral role. Do you advocate for your learners? Are you accurately reporting back to those who need to know what is happening? When we reflect on our teaching and classroom practice, we will often find areas that can improve. You will now complete a short activity based on this video before moving on to a reading on pastoral care.